everybody, this is Becca with Empowering Pumps and Equipment. I am so excited to have Jeff Bergman with ABB here today, and we're going to talk about WEFTEC. But first, Jeff, why don't you introduce yourself?
Thanks, Becca. And again, it's good to talk to you. We've been doing this for several years now, and this is one of the highlights for me going every year to WEFTEC is getting a chance to come in and talk with you for a few minutes. My name is Jeff Bergman. I've been with ABB for about 9 years now. I've been in the water wastewater industry for about 30 years. So it's kind of near and dear to my heart at this time of the year every year.
Yes, and it's definitely always a treat for me to be able to sit down and talk with you as well.
So it's always
Now,
fun.
how are ABB's motor and drive solutions helping water and wastewater facilities reduce their energy consumption while maintaining reliable operation?
Wow, great question. And that kind of fits along with the theme of what we've got this year at WEFTEC. The aging infrastructure is one of the biggest challenges we as an industry have. Aging workforce, people moving along, and the facilities are not getting more money for training, and also the people are complaining about the cost of the water and wastewater bills they get. So things we're looking for to do are to help them right size their equipment, so they're putting in the right size equipment, so they don't have it oversized, they don't have it undersized, so it meets the capacity needs they have. ABB's got a line of very high premium efficiency motors into the IE4 and IE5 classifications. And the great thing about those are, for me, is that they need drives to make them work and to be more efficient. Power quality is a theme we're going to be really pushing this year at WEF. We've got our harmonics demo where we talk a lot about power factor and generator support and generator friendly variable frequency drives, because drives kind of have a reputation for not working well with generators and kind of making them hunt and search and trip early. So we've got a lot of things in there to improve power quality, which is very important, reducing the power bill, and then giving you the long life, working with what we've got by having our drive be very flexible to talk to any kind of motor, to communicate with any of the motors, makes it that much more flexible when you do it on the installations.
Yeah, I mean, really, all of those things are definitely important for everyone. But I do love that you're going to be talking more about the harmonics because I know that's something that ABB has talked about for quite some time now. But it does continue to be, you know, I don't want to say more important because that's not true, but it's definitely become more prevalent of people needing to understand it and figure out how to work with it.
Well, it is, and it's all about power quality. It's not just reducing the harmonics. It's about increasing the power factor, reducing the demand charge, but having good power quality so that you don't give the generator fits, so that you use the electricity, the voltage and current that the utility is giving you, and you're not distorting it by sending back noise on the line. So yeah, it's a huge benefit for a lot of the smaller facilities, and then the even bigger facilities when the impact hits their bottom line, their power bill every month. That's when they really get a chance to enjoy the benefits of the variable frequency drives with the low harmonics, the ultra low harmonic product that we promote.
Yeah, definitely a great benefit.
Mm-hmm. Lower
Now,
bills is definitely good for everybody.
yes, for sure. So what role does digitalization play in ABB's approach to optimize water treatment processes?
Digitalization means a lot of different things for different municipalities. Sometimes it's the connection, the seamless transition of information to make it easier, where you don't have to go in front of a chart meter and read it off and write it down on paper and then submit that on their computer, where it's actually taking that information and transmitting, putting it into your SCADA system or putting it into ways that you can use. One of the challenges a lot of municipalities have today is that tidal wave of information that's available. They have so much information, they don't even know what to do with it or how to do it. Yeah, we've got all this great data, but how do we do that? How do we make that benefit us? So some of the things at ABB that we're working on are motor sensors that go in the motor that monitor vibration and temperature. The drive is intimately connected to the motor because it's got the power connections to it. So it knows the voltage and current and the starts and stops and how hard that motor is working. And it can also monitor that and export that kind of information. But just getting that information into a format that the utility can go, hey, we might be, this motor's running hot, it's starting to vibrate. We should maybe look at putting into the PM cycle, or if we don't have a PM program, maybe look at replacing it or putting it on our watch list. To have somebody go out and put some eyes on it and decide, hey, is this really something that's that critical? If it's critical, absolutely, let's get our eyes on it. But if it's not critical, we can look at it and put it in the schedule to have a look at it.
Yeah, and that's a great point that yes, data is important to have, but it's what you do with it and how you're utilizing it that's really impactful.
Yeah, and like I said, they're getting all this information from all these different sources, and it's kind of overwhelming. And what we've got to do is help them sift through what's important, how can we really use that, and what are the benefits of using that in their facilities.
Yeah, and it's great to have a partner like ABB who's helping them do that.
That's the way we like to sell it.
Yes. So, how is ABB helping water utilities future-proof their infrastructure against climate change impacts?
We've seen a lot of climate change changes. We've had water events. I live in Florida where we get these small storms, hurricanes. I'm being facetious, where we get water events, wind events, power interruptions, and those kind of things. And one of the challenges that we have as an industry is that our infrastructure was not always designed for them. Now, Florida, in New Orleans, and Texas, we've got infrastructure built for that. But the Houston area, when they got all the rain, wasn't prepared for that. What do you do with all the storm water? What do you do for the forest fires out on the West Coast that they're having? How do you harden and have your equipment designed to work in those environments where you've got heat, you've got maybe you lose your primary power from your utility side, from your power lines burning or failing, being able to come up with generators and that kind of support. So all of our equipment is generator friendly. Our variable frequency drives, our motors if high efficiency usage and everything to help you optimize the performance and make them work in the applications you have. But battle hardening them, that's just a hard thing to really do in a design. I also, as part of my job, I work with the Hydraulic Institute, and we're actually have a committee on how do we design or harden our infrastructure for these kind of climate changes and climate events. So we're actually taking that subject on right on with by the bull by the horns. But less mechanical wear and tear. If we can make the equipment last longer, again, aging infrastructure is one of the biggest challenges we have in our industry. Making the equipment last longer, making it operate through these kind of times where we don't have the voltage, we maybe have high heat. Maybe we've got to make them last through those events and those kind of things. So soft starting and soft stopping, less mechanical wear and tear, those things, just helping to extend the life of them. And then again, with the digitalization, monitoring back and going, hey, somebody come out here and have a look at this equipment because it's got a problem. It might be heading down that path. So several different things and a long, long answer for a very short question. But those are, I'd love to say everything is future proof and we're designing it for that. But by designing it where we can scale up or scale down quickly, that's the best thing for our municipalities because it keeps it simple, makes it easy to use, but it's still flexible.
Yeah, and definitely as things continue to change when it comes to, I mean, our aging infrastructure, but also climate change, it's
Mhm.
definitely important to be able to be flexible with that.
Yes, that's our hope. Yes.
Now, ABB always has an awesome booth at WEFTEC, so why don't you tell me what people can expect to see at your booth?
So this year at WEFTEC, we're going to, with the variable frequency drive group, the group that I work for, we're going to have all of our drives there. We're going to have our harmonics demo. We introduced about 2 years ago a NEMA 4X rated drive that you can actually mount outside in the industry, in the sun, in the elements, without a big enclosure to wrap around it. So you don't have that ugly stainless steel panel around it. You just have a small drive there. We also have our full line of motors in our IE4 and IE5 and our EC titanium motors, which are very premium efficient motors that are working in the IE4 and IE5 energy standards, the NEMA premium, ultra premium, and I don't know what, I think we're going to numbers from here on out because we've run out of superlatives. ABB will also have our installation products there. We'll have our analytical products, and our service group is there. And kind of a surprise this year, we're going to have our training group there talking about how can we help you train your employees to understand all of the products that ABB can bring. We make electrification products, motors, PLCs, HMIs, the variable frequency drives, the instruments and the detection systems, the training and how we can help you train your people to get them up to speed where they walk up and they, oh, okay, I've seen this before, and they're comfortable interacting with that equipment.
Well, all the good things that you normally have. And I love that you are having that training piece added into it this year so that, just more education and being able to let people know all of the things that ABB has to offer.
Yeah, thank you. With all the products that ABB makes, and we manufacture a variety of different products. It's kind of nice to have them in one spot so we can all kind of talk about it. And this year, we're going to try to have as many as possible. Next year, we'll be adding the electrification products to the ABB booth. So we'll have our power distribution and gear group represented there. But this year, we just didn't have room, and they were not really, uh, they were prepared, but they did not have the ability to put the money into doing WEFTEC this year. So we'll have them next year.
Well, you heard it here first that you'll see it next year, WEFTEC 2026. But at least for this year, if you're at WEFTEC, you definitely need to make sure to stop by the ABB booth. Last question I have for you, Jeff, is just what's the best way for people to connect with you and ABB?
Oh, yeah. So we're at WEFTEC booth 1243. So you can come to WEFTEC and meet me face to face, or I can show you any of the demos or see any of our other products. I, of course, I have an active connection on LinkedIn. So if you want to get in touch with me through there, or you can email me or call me, you can reach out through LinkedIn, or it's jeff.bergman@us.abb.com. And I will respond on my email.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Jeff. And everyone needs to make sure to stop by and say hello to you at WEFTEC. And the empowering team is excited to see you there.
We will look forward to seeing you again, Becca.